What's up, wrestling fans? Jason Saint here at Scarefest for Saints Row, presented by Riding Cork Productions. The man who needs no introduction. It's the hardcore legend, Mick Foley, Hall of Famer. How's it going, man?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's good to see you. And my buddy Al Snow wanted me to tell you, well, I'll say he said hi, but it was an F word and then a Y word.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. But either way, I mean, you know.
Thanks, Al. I love you too.
He's a sweet guy. I noticed you're rocking the collar and elbow shirt too.
Oh man, am I giving Al Snow a free plug here?
Well,
look at this. I just did more selling for Al Snow than he did in his entire career. Boom!
And you got it on tape. First time ever. Mick Foley's put Al Snow over on air.
I love his. Good for Al. Al's. He's a Renaissance man. He runs his own wrestling company, right?
Oh yeah, Ohio Valley Wrestling.
And Collar and Elbow, great clothing line. I must be under the weather if I'm saying nice things about Al Snow.
Yeah, I know. Like, you need to get yourself checked. So I always wondered, you're a huge fan of Santa Claus. You've been to Santa Claus, Indiana. I mean, we've seen you in films. We've seen your books. What is your second favorite holiday?
Oh, I love Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is like your element.
It's a pretty cool element to be in. Yeah, it's like, wrestling and horror somehow fits together. It's funny, you could put wrestlers in any genre, depending on the wrestler, right? And we'll do okay. So you can put us in a horror element, we're fine. Science fiction, fine. Monster trucks, baseball cards, wrestling convention, obviously. But you take another person from the science fiction con, put him at a monster truck show, you might not make it out of there alive, right? Yeah.
Speaking of that, I just saw a film with you in it that was very heartfelt. The Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yeah.
What a film that was. I went into it, I mean, my mom wanted to see it. I was like, we'll go see it. Had no idea I was going to see Mick Foley and Jake the Snake Roberts, but what was it like being on the set of that? Like, did you have the vibe that you wanted to set for that scene? Or?
Yeah. I really enjoyed working on it. My part was pretty small, but I thought it was important. But I got to have some input with Thomas Hayden Church, wanted input, so I was able to work on his dialogue with him, and some of the things that I mentioned made it into the film. A couple of the suggestions I had for the wrestling scene, the hardcore wrestling scene, made it into the film. So I was there to kind of counsel the guys who worked their butts off, by the way, and take after take. And I thought it was just a wonderful film. And Zach Gottsagen is amazing. I hope he's nominated. I think it'd be wonderful if he's nominated for a couple of awards. And Shia LaBeouf really worked his butt off. He was making a comeback. He'd just been arrested a couple days before I got there. But on set, he was a hard worker. He was really good with all the extras. He was really good with Zach, and had that great chemistry with Dakota Johnson. And Jake is awesome. Really? Jake, I saw the script of this movie like 5 years ago, and I didn't think it would ever get made because I was like, there's no way anyone can make an audience believe that they would rather protect their turf at a backyard wrestling event than make a young man with Down syndrome look good. Doggone it, Jake the Snake does a really good job. Yeah.
Sadly, that's a very real thing that unfortunately happens. And I'm a professional wrestling manager, as you know. I mean, you see me around. But I was wondering, too, whenever you were, have you seen the film?
Yeah, I went to see it in the theater. I loved it. And so what I would do is I would wheel around. There's only about 20 people in the theater at certain scenes to see how the audience is reacting. So I'd hear the laughs. I'd see people wiping away tears. And then one of the most gratifying things for me is when they had the big close-up of me with the bullhorn. I hear someone go, "What happened to that guy's ear?" And I was like, yes. So it's there in all its glory.
I mean, it still works.
Yeah. So what? Excuse me?
Oh, I said it still works.
Okay, thanks.
Also, for me, the scene that I think made it was whenever the swamp water.
Oh, the saltwater redneck.
Saltwater redneck, when he comes rolling up in the car when they think it's over. Dude, that was tears for me. That's what I was like.
The poor kid was heartbroken. And it was really symbolic of, I think, whatever every wrestler feels at heart. Like, they want to make people happy.
That one fan.
The saltwater redneck makes a comeback just for Zach.
Tremendous. So when are we going to see you make a comeback?
Never.
Okay.
Never.
Okay, good. Well,
I think the fight I put up against the Fiend was about all the fight I had left in me.
Well, at least you did something nice for somebody. You know? I mean, that's pretty good.
The man. There's a man fan right there. How you doing, buddy? Come on in here.
Yeah, come say hi.
We were going to come in line anyway.
Who's the man?
He's the man.
Yeah, you're the man. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.
What are you saying?